It is 4th of July, everybody. I'm gonna have to get some protein. I'm gonna have to get some protein bars. So I will have to leave you in the car alone. We're gonna basically be doing our best. To go on an adventure today. We want to stay safe, no distracted driving. Kind of feels like a little bit less lonely. No, I'm not just here by myself in the car. I have my phone and YouTube to talk to. My imaginary friends. Plus, you know, it's a good way to kind of change, you know, the way my mind works. It's to like get yourself into new situations and, you know, focusing on driving while talking. It's kind of gets you into new ways of thinking. I've been basically on an adventure for like, I don't know, the past month or two. I've been trying to find new ways to get some writing done. And you know, that I'm trying to explore options that I've already been doing and trying to reframe them. I think that's like the biggest thing, is like reframing things that I already do, rather than trying to discover some new thing that I'm not aware of. Like, let's just try to do what you're already doing and accepting, you know, maybe reframing what you do is so much more meaningful, because it's like, now it's like you've been doing this thing the whole time. They got American flags everywhere. It's 4th of July. You've been doing these things the whole time, and you haven't been accepting that what you've been doing is like doing a lot. And I don't know, a lot, that's kind of where I've been a lot lately. It's just kind of accepting that I've been doing a lot more than I realize. Okay. I can't stop Trump. I hope so. I hope we can stop him. You're not going to be really welcome here in this channel, by the way. just an FYI. I do not support Trump, so you're not welcome here, really. I do invite you to have an open mind, though. You know, ask yourself what it is that you really want, and maybe it's not what you really want. You want to exclude people based on their identity. You want to exclude people. You want to create laws that waste taxpayer dollars and all sorts of nonsense like that. I mean, as long as you have an open mind, you're not going to get kicked out of the channel. And I'm not going to really be able to, you want more money? She, her pronouns. You want more money? Then you probably don't want Trump. He's going to take all your money. He only cares about money for himself. Anyway, I gotta leave you guys for a moment. Let's make sure that you don't Okay, we're back. Hey, High Life. Hi, High Life. Corn. Corn, corn, corn. Eat corn the long way? I hope so. Oh, hey. Sorry about that. We're just getting ready for what the day brings. You know, regardless of what you have planned, even if you don't really have a plan, as long as you have a foundation of preparation, preparation H, when you get that itch for adventure, you know, that itch, it's just like something comes at you from behind and you get that itch for adventure and you got to be prepared. You know, preparation for that itch, that preparation H. I'm not moving just yet. Just kind of setting up for an adventure today. Getting used to leaving the house is important. It takes me practice to do, like, you know, daily things. Yeah, we're going to be driving. I won't be able to read chat while I'm driving. Trying to get myself into a different state of mind because I'm trying to get myself into a state of creation. Mainly focused on writing, and doing these live streams is actually a version of journaling. You know, it gives me valuable insight into my thought process. And the more I do it, the easier it's going to come to me. And I'm starting to, like, really just show up to my writing desk and just I have a set of questions I need to answer, and I just show up and I chip away at it. I wrote 600 words today, focused words. That's actually like a pretty decent daily writing goal, is of like 600 words. Actually, like 350 words that are extremely high quality is actually like a really good daily goal. Congress passed a beautiful bill. I don't know about that. I've been kind of trying to avoid politics because it's just it makes me angry sometimes. And it's like they've already taken away so much from us. You know, the world wants to shove trans people down and remove us from society. They've already taken so much from us. I think, you know, I've gotten my surgeries, and I should be able to go out and live my life and enjoy my life. Even though I'm aware of stuff that's going on that's really scary in the government, and also just in general with the way that people perceive people like me, I can't let that get to me. I have to keep on keeping on. You know, I can't just let it destroy me. And so I think like the really important part is that I'm focusing on what I can control. And one of the things I can control is that I need to transition away from just free writing and just journaling. And I need to actually tackle specific projects, like specific questions. And that's what I'm doing nowadays. Yeah, keep it real. Always keep it real. You know, just I think it's like there's a fine line between delusion and being able to keep on keeping on. You know, like it's one thing to like be aware of, and also it's also a fine line between, you know, being able to be happy but also being delusional. Like it's not about, you know, putting your head in the sand and going la 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 la. It's not about that. And it's not necessarily about getting angry every single time you know, read the newspaper. That's also bad, because that means that not only are they doing bad things, but they're controlling your emotions. And it's because of the algorithm. They count on making people angry to get an emotional response out of people in order to keep those numbers up. That's what journalism is. Obviously, you know, you don't want to sacrifice, you know, quality reporting. But there is like a kind of augmentation that happens where you are trying to get an emotional response from people. You lose your credibility if you go too far. But I do think that like it's important that people are aware that the algorithm favors people getting upset and responding. Music videos, dance. Yeah, we'll get back to that. Don't worry. I haven't really felt like dancing lately. I know that's kind of an excuse. Sometimes you just have to get yourself dancing. But I don't know. I'm gonna lower the brightness. Oh God. Now I can't see anything. Oh no. I want to get so low that I'm not going to be able to do anything. Yeah, so anyway, let's go on an adventure. Basically, like, I'm working on an article right now that's basically, it's about the concept of feeling like you're not qualified. Imposter syndrome feelings, like feelings like I'm not allowed that, you know, to write about things because I feel like I'm not good enough. Like, why would anybody come to me for a source, as a source of information? It's this imposter syndrome, and I want to capture like that, and also kind of deal with it through the process of writing about it. So it's like a double thing. That I'm allowing myself to explore this concept. That I'm holding myself back because I don't feel like I'm good enough. I don't feel like I'm qualified to provide something. You're providing value. Even if you don't think that it's like, you know, there's so many different variables that go behind what makes something quality. And one of them is factual information, one of them is expertise, one of them is charisma, and one of them is the fact that you have a unique perspective that nobody else has. And so nobody like me and you know, I have life experience. And in fact, I have life experience that a very, very, very amount of people actually possess. I've undergone transgender surgeries, okay? Like, that's not something that many people are, you know, have done. That, in regardless of whether or not somebody is going to be getting those transgender surgeries, that's not really what it's about. Because there's a very few, you know, that's a very small number of people. It's a very, I'm trying to provide value to